आहम सेना को मालूम था कि अरुणाचल के निशी लोगों को हराना मुश्किल ही नहीं नामुमकिन है। ऐसा तभी पॉसिबल होगा जब एक हाथी चूहे के दिल में घुस पाएगा। जो कि इम्पॉसिबल है। साल 1672 में अरुणाचल के निशी लोगों ने पूरी की पूरी आहम सेना को तबाह कर दिया था। साल था 1672। आहम आर्मी गई तो थी अरुणाचल में निशी लोगों को हराने, पर आहम सेना को भारी नुकसान का सामना करना पड़ा। The whole Ahom army perished in the jungles of अरुणाचल प्रदेश। निशी लोग माउंटेन्स और पहाड़ों में फाइट करने के लिए एक्सपर्ट माने जाते थे। वो पहाड़ों की चोटी से बड़े बड़े पत्थर और चट्टानों को नीचे गिराते थे, जिनसे नीचे से गुजरती आहम सेना कुचल जाती थी। घने जंगल और पतली रास्तों में उनका ये हमला बहुत भयंकर होता था। The Nishi tribe used the same tactics against the British in the year 1874 by crushing the British army by rolling giant boulders. The British expedition of 600 men against the Nishis were under the leadership of Major Arthur Corey of Assam Light Infantry. The British army were so fearful of the Nishis that they did not even go inside the Ranganodi valley. The Ahoms realized that they can only use diplomacy to tackle the Nishi tribe. The Ahom Burunjis mentions the Nishis as the unconquered warrior of the northern hills. The Ahoms, excellent recorder of their own glory, wrote much about the various hill tribes they encountered. Among them stood the Nishis, proud, brave, fearless, independent. Do you know 600 Nishi men joined the Ahom army in the year 1713? We, the people of Northeast India, name each other a lot. The Assamese used to call the Nishis as Dofola. The word is not used now. As per this census report of year 1881, the origin of the word Dofola is unknown. On the other hand, the Nishis used to call the Assamese and the plain people as Haring. It took 127 years for Government of India to realize that the correct name of the tribe is Nishi, not Dofola. It was only in the year 2008, by the Constitution Scheduled Tribe Order Amendment Act, the name Nishi was incorporated in place of Dofola. Old British era maps of the area shows the name of the hills as Dofola Hills. Many modern maps are still using the name. In year 1672, when the Ahom king Uday Aditya Singha planned an expedition against the Nishis, his prime minister Atan Boragohai warned him. He said, "It is almost impossible to capture the Nishis. There are instances in the past of the failure of the Ahom expeditions against the Nishis. The Nishis raiders can be captured only if an elephant can enter into a rat hole." The king did not listen and sent an expedition against the Nishis in the year 1672. And it was a complete disaster. The whole Ahom army perished. Large numbers of Ahom soldiers were massacred by the Nishis. Some were carried off as slaves and the rest were chased down to the plains. It is mentioned in the Burunjis that a number of Hazarikas and Saikyas were sent to the hills to fight the Nishis. The Ahom army was surrounded by the Nishi army and they massacred many Ahom soldiers. Many commanders were taken alive. The king was so angry that he ordered the Ahom general Borbora to be stripped and put to death. Even Muhammad Kazim wrote in Alamgirnama, "The Nishis are entirely independent of King of Assam, and whenever they find an opportunity, they plunder plain areas near to their hills." To maintain peace with the Nishis, Ahom king started the system of posa. The posa is a kind of payment or bribe that was made by the Assamese people of the foothill areas to buy off the tribal rates on them. The Ahom government selected a number of villages of the foothills and ordered them to give certain commodities like rice, salt, cotton, etc. to a particular tribe. The tribe receiving such goods or posa refrained from raiding the plains people. The inhabitants of the plains who paid posa were exempted from other taxation by Ahom kings. These Assamese villagers are called Dofola Bahitias. They gradually adopted the manners, customs, and the customs of the Nishis tribe. So, there was always a cordial relationship between the Assamese and the Nishis apart from the occasional fights. In return of the posa system, the Nishis provided military assistance to the Ahom kings and protected the borders of the Ahom kingdom. So, when Rudrasingha had planned a proposed attack of Bengal in year 1713, around 600 Nishi tribesmen joined the Ahom army. This POSA system was so effective and efficient that it was even continued by the British administration. POSA system is a key factor to understand the shared relationship between Nishis and Ahom kings and later with the British government. Edward Gade writes in History of Assam that the Nishis were permitted to levy from each house as a POSA, one portion of female dress, one bundle of cotton thread and one cotton handkerchief, which was later changed into fixed monetary payments. 4130 rupees was paid annually to the Dofolas. POSA system was continued till the end of the British rule in India.